One thing I know for sure is I cannot handle another season like we had last year. I cannot believe that we've had exactly one weekend of the WNBA and things have already gotten this bad.
Caitlin Clark supporters riding high. And then, of course, the dweebs do what the dweebs do. They make up nonsense, they make up lies, and the WNBA validate the lies. The WNBA validates the nonsense. The WNBA validates non-truths.
The Indiana Fever just fired the loudest warning shot in WNBA history, and nobody saw it coming. After back-to-back sellouts, soaring ticket sales, and Caitlin Clark delivering highlight after highlight, everything seemed to be heading in the right direction. But behind the scenes, chaos. The Fever are furious. Why? Because according to team insiders and official statements, the WNBA isn't just playing politics, they're pushing what the Fever are calling straight-up lies. These aren't small issues like a blown call or bad press. These are accusations that cut deep. The Fever believe the league is actively damaging their reputation. And after everything this team has done to elevate the league, they're done playing nice. Let's pull back the curtain for a second. It all started after a rough game against the Chicago Sky, where a physical play between Caitlin Clark and Angel Reese lit the internet on fire. Instead of defending one of their biggest stars, the league leaned in the other direction, suggesting Fever fans had crossed a line with inappropriate behavior from the stands. That claim? Fever reps say it's baseless. And now the word boycott is on the table. This isn't drama for clicks. This is a real power struggle between the league and its most important team. And if this continues, the Fever might take their ball and go home, for real.
The Chicago Sky coach, Tyler Marsh, who, guess what? Completely disintegrated all of these quote-unquote hate speech rumors from the Sky Fever game the other night. He's like, nah, sorry, I didn't hear anything.
But that's just the tip of the iceberg. If the Indiana Fever boycott actually happens, it would send shockwaves across all of women's sports. But here's what makes the situation even more intense. The WNBA hasn't exactly denied the accusations. Instead of calming things down, league officials made it worse by issuing vague statements that left more questions than answers. They say they're investigating alleged racist behavior from Fever fans. But reporters who were at the game, they saw families, kids, and regular fans cheering, not the hate-filled crowd the league described.
During the Chicago Sky Indiana Fever game, there was allegedly fans making hateful and racist comments toward Angel Reese during that game, so the WNBA opened an entire investigation on the case. Now, a lot of us were speculating that nothing actually happened in the arena. We were speculating that the WNBA actually saw what some people were saying online on social media, and there were a couple clips that were circulating, and that is actually what the WNBA was investigating.
When did you become aware that there was hate speech that happened?
I think when everyone else did. I think that it's something that we heard about, and so again, we're just forthcoming with anything that the league is able to do investigation-wise.
Now here's where the story flips. After the incident, Caitlin Clark didn't lash out. She didn't demand special treatment. She kept it professional, even though the headlines were painting her and Fever fans as villains. Meanwhile, Angel Reese, who initiated the contact during the game, was praised as a symbol of toughness and resilience. How did we go from celebrating the Fever's winning streak to calling their fan base toxic? Insiders say the team feels targeted, that everything they do is being twisted. And honestly, they might have a point. The Fever lead the league in attendance. Their games are sold out. Merchandise is flying off shelves. Caitlin Clark is smashing viewership records. So why punish the team that's saving the league? And if you think the Fever are staying quiet, think again. If you're enjoying this video and want to support this channel, be sure to hit that like button and subscribe. More stories like this are coming your way. The Indiana Fever aren't just sending out a few angry tweets. They're reportedly considering legal action and even walking away from league events until the WNBA issues a formal retraction or apology. Behind closed doors, team executives are fuming. They say the league not only failed to protect Caitlin Clark after she was fouled hard during the Chicago Sky game, but then turned around and allowed the media to twist the story. Here's where things get downright messy. According to documents being reviewed internally, there were 0 verified reports of racist behavior from fans during the game. None. Security footage, audio recordings, and eyewitness reports show nothing out of the ordinary. Just loud cheers, passionate fans, and a fired-up crowd. So how did that narrative explode across the internet? Sources close to the team suggest it was a calculated distraction, a way to shift attention from the fact that Angel Reese made an unsportsmanlike move that didn't get properly penalized. The league, already walking on eggshells with player personalities, chose to protect its marketable stars instead of standing by the rulebook. And that has the Fever ready to blow the whistle. This isn't just about one bad call, it's about the whole system. They're tired of being the league's cash cow while getting stabbed in the back. And if the league won't defend them, they're threatening to walk. Caitlin Clark didn't ask to be the center of controversy, but the more success she brings, the louder the backlash grows. And the strangest part? It's not even coming from rival teams. It's coming from inside the league. The WNBA's top brass has stayed mostly silent. No full defense of Clark. No statement backing up Indiana Fever fans. Just vague PR language that feels like damage control. And it's only adding fuel to the fire. Let's step into the bigger picture for a moment. The league has a long-standing problem. It struggles to balance star power with fairness. In the NBA, rivalries fuel ratings. Think Michael Jordan versus the Pistons or LeBron James facing Steph Curry. But here, the moment Caitlin Clark plays tough, she's framed as a villain. Meanwhile, Angel Reese can throw a shove and walk away unscathed, and suddenly she's praised for passion and edge. That double standard is what has fans and Fever players calling foul. Even Aaliyah Boston, a rising force on the team, has kept her head down and focused on defense, but the whispers won't stop. Indiana feels cornered. They're winning games, driving league revenue, and making history, yet somehow being punished for it. And now, the Fever are saying enough is enough. Boycott talks aren't a bluff. They're a statement. If the league wants the money and the spotlight, they need to protect the players bringing it in. Let's not forget, this wasn't just about one foul or one game. The tension between the Indiana Fever and the WNBA has been simmering for months. It all boils down to respect, or the lack of it. Let's connect the dots. When Caitlin Clark was drafted, it was clear the Fever were about to become a powerhouse, and they acted like it. They picked up defenders, added DeWanna Bonner, and doubled down on player development. Lexi Hull stepped up as a role player. Kelsey Mitchell started shooting lights out. This team isn't a fluke. They were built to win. And with every win, the spotlight got brighter. More cameras, more fans, more expectations. That should have been a good thing, but the league seemed overwhelmed. Instead of building around the new momentum, the WNBA became reactive, shifting narratives, walking on eggshells, and treating fan excitement like it was a liability. That's where the real damage began. Insiders now claim that the Fever's front office is considering sitting out league initiatives, media events, and even sponsorship promos until the narrative is corrected. It's not just about bad press, it's about principle. And just when you think it couldn't escalate further, there's talk, real talk, that Caitlin Clark could be considering overseas options in the offseason. EuroLeague clubs pay more, protect their stars, and avoid media circus. If the league loses her, that would be catastrophic. The Indiana Fever aren't bluffing. This is more than a media fight. It's a turning point. If the league keeps ignoring the facts, they risk losing the very momentum they've been chasing for years. Here's what nobody else is saying. The WNBA was desperate for a breakout star. They got one in Caitlin Clark. She's packing arenas, breaking records, inspiring a new generation of fans. But instead of celebrating her rise, the league is pushing back. Why? Because she doesn't fit the mold, because she's shaking things up, because she's not playing by their script. And it's not just Clark who's being pushed aside, it's her entire team. The Fever built a competitive roster. They've got names like Aaliyah Boston, Kelsey Mitchell, DeWanna Bonner, and Lexi Hull doing the work every night. They've shown up for the league. Now they're demanding the league shows up for them. If that doesn't happen, the Fever will walk. And when they do, they'll take the fans, the headlines, and the heart of the WNBA with them. Because sometimes, The only way to be heard is to stop playing. This isn't just about drama. It's about protecting the future of the sport. And right now, that future is wearing a Fever jersey.